Oh, I haven't got the light off. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Hello, everybody. Hi, and welcome to the Lucy Show. This is between 45 and 60 minutes of light-hearted entertainment from me, your host, Lucy. And this is my mum, producer Chris.
Look, I got it right. Hi there.
Yes, so welcome. I've got the aircon on. I've got my Wi-Fi box on the aircon. I should be absolutely systems are green. So hello, everybody. Please get involved on the chat. Tell us where you are, what you're doing. And because this is a British foundation of a show, please tell us the temperature of where you are and how much you're hating it. For yeah, with the I know that with the Australians and the New Zealanders, they are like -3, -4, and they're miserable and they're cold. Well, you can have the heat. Please, please, please take the heat, keep it. Just take this little banner off here. See, technology prevails. Let's have a look. We've got some messages already come in on the show. So we have got we've got a new viewer, Namji, Namiji. There we go, Namiji. Hello, welcome, my love. Oh, there you go, Mum. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
There we go. Hello. We've got a message from, yep, we got one from Noel saying, "Hi, Mum. Hi, Ray. Hi to Lucy, sidekick, and welcome to the Christine Show." That's how we begin every show. Noel also says, "I'm sure I don't mind." Right, I'm sure I don't mind. Mum doesn't mind running the show if your Wi-Fi goes down. We'll have to come up with better standby subjects than "these are our scatter cushions." The famous segue from 3 shows ago. But yes, let's start the show. So yeah, I am a truck driver and also a comedian. I've been doing the show now for nearly 3 years, 2.5, 3 years or something. I can't even remember. Lockdown counts as a decade, I think. Then I travel Europe and I do the show from wherever I am. I used to be on the sofa next to my mum, but now we are scattered across Europe. So we will go. Like what? Like cushions? I am very aware that the UK you're having. I read the news today. Oh boy, and it said that the UK are having temperatures as hot as Istanbul. Why use numbers when you can use a country that no one's been to as a comparison?
Yeah. How hot is it in Istanbul?
Exactly. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Istanbul. I know that one." Yeah, exactly.
I know the song Constantinople. That's what it used to be called.
But yes, so let's crack on with the update. Now, I forgot to mention this last week. I had it written down, but as always, we gabble away and sometimes I forget. But yes, I was parked up a couple of weeks ago in France. I was parked up in Reims, of all places. Now, for those of you that know, Reims is where all of the champagne is made in the world. Yes, it's a spiritual place for all of us that absolutely love a nice glass of fizz. I was terribly disheartened to find out that I'd only be there for a few hours, and also when you go past the toll gate to go into the town, you don't get presented with a glass of champagne upon entrance, which I'm thinking of writing to the town hall, the Centreville, and say, excuse me, even like when you only go into a really large reception and you know it's prosecco and you know there's only 3 ml of it in each glass, but it just enough to touch the lips is what you should have had. Oh, we got hello from morning all from Ed Smith, who's been cutting grass today. I imagine the heat has been absolutely unbearable. And I had to run my engine because I was loaded. And when I came back to the van in the morning, somebody had hung their washing across the front of my grill in an effort to use the heat of my engine to dry their washing. And I know who it was. It was a couple of the van drivers down the park next to me. And the thing is, it could have stopped my airflow. I was absolutely livid, but it was first thing in the morning. I'd only just had my first cup of coffee, so it hadn't really got into my brain, and I threw them on the floor. And my mate beautifully said to me an hour later, when it was too late to do anything about it, is, you should have taken them with you. And I should have. I should have said, right, those are mine now, and just thrown them in the first bin I got to. It absolutely blew my mind. That I forgot to mention as well. Yes, I want to apologize to my friend Adam, who might be watching, because I was in his home country of Poland the other day and I didn't eat any local Polish food because I was really tired and I had a load of food in my fridge that had to be eaten, and he absolutely, I think the term is, lost his shit when I showed him a picture of the salad plate I was eating, which had some Grecian mushrooms, which is basically mushrooms and tomato sauce, but they were Greek mushrooms bought in France, eaten in Poland. He was very upset with me. But also, as I explained to him, I was already in my PJs and I wasn't getting out. Far too tired.
There's certain things that you don't do.
No, by then, my whole I'm too tired to go anywhere happened, and therefore, sorry, love, doors were locked, pajamas were on, the driver was standing still. What I did have in Germany, I know there's a lot of food talk now, but I've had some really nice food. I was in the southwest of Germany, and I had what is called Spatzel. And I couldn't quite work out. Obviously, I had to Google it first. And my friend said it was really nice. And it's made of the same ingredients as pasta, but they do something to it, and it tastes like gnocchi. But it's a strange looking plate, but it's bloody gorgeous. The only thing that was wrong with it was it came in a 2-ton portion, and I couldn't finish it all. I get really upset if I can't finish my plate, because of the way your mother raised me. I was a large child. Oh, look at that. Bobby, where are you at? I am currently in Europe. Then I was parked up as well the other day across from a circus. And again, I saw camels. So now in 2 months, I've seen 4 sightings of camels. I'm beginning to think they're indigenous to Europe now.
Yes, they've probably come across. They're heading for England.
And I know that last time I mentioned this, Ray was very happy that I mentioned it. Oh, Bobby's in Europe as well. Yes. Please, 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 people, will you stop walking your dogs during the heat? It gets me very upset. And as I'm on my own traveling Europe, I can't really go up and confront people for fear of being hurt. But it really upsets me, and it puts me in a bad mood for the entire day that you're possibly committing animal abuse in front of me and I can't do anything about it. So I wish there was a way that I could sort of, I don't know, use a beanbag rocket launcher or something from behind a tree and then I can quickly scarper her away. And this is when I think about my Fiesta taser.
Oh,
You know, if I could shoot out some booties for dogs, quickly put the booties on the dogs, then press the other button and then just taser the owner.
yes.
And it could play, how much is that doggy in the window?
Yeah. You know, we
Maybe
don't have any messages on the screen. So are they just on your phone?
They're all coming in on my phone, yes.
All right.
But yeah, so it's difficult because of it going across so many different platforms. Some come up to some come up to the computer, some come up to the phone. Yes, so I would like to introduce a new member of the Lucy Show.
Ooh.
Born on the 11th, we'll be getting a shout out, obviously, on the birthday section. Couldn't remember the name. But this is a little lamb.
Oh my God. He's got a little coat on.
Yes, because he was very, very little. But this little lamb was born on the morning of Ray's birthday, which was also Ray's funeral. And I know that Ray would absolutely adore the absurdity. There is a lamb in Australia named Ray. I sent it to Ray's daughter as well. She thought it was hilarious. But yes, I just wanted to put another little shout out to say that it was Ray's service this week. It was very well attended. I know that a lot of people probably watched it online like I did as well. And it was beautiful. And I have to say, at moments I laughed because it was also very funny, which is exactly how Ray would have had it. So just saying that. So sorry I'm late from Lizzie. Come on, you've been telling me all day you've been watching this show. What have you been up to? Been on holiday or something? And we've got she's added a caption for Ray the Lamb, which could be offensive in sheep language. I can't speak sheep language. Yes, that is the Lucy update. Let's move it to this and say, what's been going on?
Well, I've been working hard because we had to do a stock take, so that was knackering. But
yeah,
since I found the door through the back of the wardrobe into Narnia,
just to explain everybody where we're from, there is a shop that sells everything, and it's not that big a shop, but everything you ask, where's this, that, and the other, they go, that's in this, that, and the other section, which is up the stairs, round the hallway, through the time portal, down the slide, through the ball pit, and you'll find it after the gardening section. Carry on.
Yeah. So I'm quite enjoying going through that door because people don't know what's through that door that are in
She
there.
must be
I just walk in as if, yes, of course. And I always come out with stuff. It's almost as if, oh, I found this, I'll take it home. But yeah, it was great. And I just did a general little shop in the town. And then I did a major, but somebody has to do it. I did a major booze run in Marks and Spencer. So, yeah. We have plenty of liquid refreshment when you're next home.
As it should be.
Very important. Yeah.
I also bought some wine on the boat this week.
Right.
I bought you your favourite wine out of the duty free.
Oh my God. Thank you very much. I was wondering if you would.
Because all I got to do is wave my little truck driver ticket and I get an extra 10% off the duty free prices.
Really? Oh my God.
Excusez-moi, chauffeur de camion.
Yeah. Well, I've got the fan on and it seems to be blowing Coco's fur all over me. Yeah.
As it's another week dedicated to Ray, We had in our own home village this beautiful little story that popped up with, does anybody recognize this chicken?
Oh my
Is
God.
it yours?
That's a Beth
Yeah.
Orpington.
Yes, it is. And it's also Sarah's. She was tagged immediately. And this girl here is very broody. And
Right.
she is trying to find anywhere. So Sarah has sent us kindly this video. I'd like to apologize for the swearing as we are before the watershed, but it's on the internet, so I don't think that counts. But this is a little video.
Just come back in from outside. Are you fucking kidding me? No!
There's another video where the chicken's trying to take over her bedroom, and every time she gets near the door, she whips under Sarah's leg and just goes back in.
Well, we've all had those.
We've all had those, but I mean, usually a broody chicken stays in the chicken house, but Sarah's chicken is like, no, I like the chicken house, but I quite like this one with beds and doors and stuff. So I think I'm going to have this one, and you people can sleep in the chicken house. So yes, that one's for you, Ray. I thought you'd appreciate that one.
Well, remember that May used to sit on the table, didn't she?
Yeah.
All afternoon.
Oh, we've got Michael Bellevue, Michael Brown. I will see part of this show today. Well, if you're messaging, I'm hoping that you just saw the Curious Chicken section for our deeply beloved Ray going on there. And then you've just tuned in time for, Noel's put really sis, for the village update. So this is one thing that I quite like about the village update is people think it's like the deep web. And you post on your local forum, and it could be about, like, remember recently there was one saying, does anyone know a venue for a surprise birthday party? Well, the chances are the person whose birthday is going to be reading that forum as well. Everyone checks their local forum first. It's our version of the news. So one person put, has anybody got any contacts for a male stripper? Urgently needed due to a dropout. Urgently.
Due to what?
And then,
sorry.
Due to a dropout.
Wow. Okay.
Not a fallout, a dropout.
Okay.
And one person put an unhappy smiley face. And that must have been the bride. And the woman underneath going, oh no, I didn't need you to see this. So she's well, the hen party's fucked.
Wow. And of course, there are so many male strippers about.
Yeah, I know. Someone tagged the groom and said, try before you buy.
Wow.
I'm assuming she's going to wear white. Although from the form she was on, I don't think it will be. And then we had also another one where just a picture of a guy. Nonce. I love those posts. I don't know how it counts with the legalities of that. And if you're watching in America, no, I'm not explaining the post. I love the chicken section. There we go. It's always the best part of the show. Oh, comment coming up. There we go. Ed Smith, I'll do it. I'll take a certain % off.
Wow.
Ed, I definitely think there might be a market for it, especially in rural communities. You would need to bring the tractor, though. You'd, at the very least.
Don't talk about tractors.
No, at the very least, you'd need to appear on a ride-on mower. Chariots of fire playing as you drive in. Wink. just a little shout out to those who are thinking of moving to Devon because it's nice. Please don't. This week we had armed response in our town.
Wow.
Yes, I didn't tell you because I never like to worry you. A gentleman went a bit cray-cray in the town, and I think the best thing they thought they could do was to send 8 or 9 police people with big guns.
Guns. And what day was that?
About 2 days ago.
Sunday.
Sunday or Monday, yeah. Might have
Well,
been Monday.
All right.
Might have been Monday.
Okay.
What day are we today? Tuesday. Might have been yesterday. Yes. One person was in Specsavers and they got told to lock themselves in and wait until the police had to come out.
Well, they didn't come down to us.
In one of the, oh, there we go. Someone's put yesterday. Oh, hiya, Reg. It was yesterday. I love having local viewers. It was yesterday. It was on Gold Street.
Wow.
So please, if you're watching this and you're thinking of moving to Devon, pushing the house prices even further up, don't. Don't. We've got armed response regularly. It's not the little sleepy chocolate box you think it is. Reg, were you there? Right, okay. DM me and tell me what happened. Then we got the police. UK police are a joke. Well, possibly why I've got them on the comedy show. There's one village that could start a fight in a paper bag. They're the same ones that one of the pubs recently tried to ban money. They only wanted cards, and I think it was an 80 comment post. I think it was getting, and it turned quite nasty. Personal insults were being sent. It wasn't nice, people. But in this one, somebody posted that they were sat at the beach and some tourists, some grockles appeared, sat next to them, and they said, well, this is the worst beach we've ever been to. And the local turned around and said, maybe next time you want to come, it could be the tide's out. All the way up to the pebbles. Beautiful. Hey, maybe next time you want to come when it's tide's out. Beautiful. Michael, I'd be down to strip in the UK. Hey, again, I reckon if you put yourself on these local forums, you wouldn't have a free weekend left. Very, very
pay for his airfare.
I know. There's a lovely every same month we get a typical post that says, have you got the number for the farmer with field? And it went, because his cows have disappeared.
Invisibility cloaks.
I mean, if all the cows have disappeared, it could be that the farmers moved them. I mean, they are his to do with as he wants. You know, you're not the boss of me. I can do what I want with my cows. I mean, it's all very well when a cow turns up in the school playground or something. Does anyone know whose cow this is? But all his cows have disappeared. I love that. It's like a magic trick. Ta-da! He turned them into a field.
Painted them green.
Exactly. Put on finger moustaches on them. Moustaches. Oh, sorry. Ray would have been right there with that pun then.
Yes.
Now we get a lot of lost dogs, and of the famous lost dogs we've got at the moment with the biggest appeals, they're on all the lampposts and every shop kind of thing. 2 of the most long-standing dogs have been found. One was missing for 2 months, one was missing for 4 months. The one is a lurcher. Now, when the lurcher gets the wind behind them, they run. And this dog has been the length and breadth of the link road twice. He was a street dog rescue, so he's got his own flick knife. He can roll his own fags. He's been quite happily running up and down town from like Chiddlehampton down to South Molton and across. This dog has not stopped, but he's been found. And the thing is, they put up security cameras, like those nature cameras, the ones that's mentioned motion sensitive. 2 of them have been nicked. Shame on you. Still Devon. Exactly. Crime people. Don't move here. Where's the camera? Don't move here. People will nick your nature cameras. Another dog was found after 2 months. And I have to say, I don't know if they meant to, but the picture on the poster, it said like, do not approach. The dog looked so angry. It was that. Don't think I would. But that was being found. So a dog was found in the middle of a busy street, right, with cars going left, right, and centre. This woman pulled over. She's parked in the middle of the road. She's got a kid in the car. She's knocked a load of houses, couldn't find the owner, took the dog back to her house and took it to the local vet. So after saying, is this your dog? And then people tag it. People always go, oh, Susie Smith, Tracy Thomas, is this yours? No, it's not mine. Then reunited. And then the owner went, tell you what pisses me off, having to drive to Honiton to get your own dog back. It was only going out for a piss. Or what they could have said was,
busy road.
My dog was in the middle of a busy road. I'm a bad dog owner, and thank you very much.
And thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No, instead they wanted to use that forum to say, nosy parkers sticking their nose in. No, your dog was on a busy road, mate. We are judging you.
Shame on you.
Lizzie's updated on what the farmer did with the cows. He's eaten his cows. He's eaten his cows. He's eaten his cows.
Well,
now
as it is at the moment, Lizzie, it is barbecue weather. It is very much barbecue weather.
That's not 28 days, that's 28 minutes. That's a local gag. Right, Reg is checked in. Cows nicked him whilst legging it. Cows are now on TikTok. Cows are taking the dogs in. They're organising.
Yeah.
Oh, he's eating his cows with. And what do you have on beef? Mustard. Thank you, Lizzie. Loving the pun action. Never, ever, ever stop yourself from commenting on the show with a pun. You know them rules. With the heat, so yes, like I always say every year, don't walk your don't walk your dogs in the heat. But also, could you all just put a little shallow bowl of water, please, in your back garden for the hedgehogs that are suffering from dehydration at the moment, because it is very warm even at night time. So just a little shallow bowl of water, please, just for the hog hedges. Thank you very much. That's a public service announcement. And whilst I'm doing a public service announcement, this is going to cover about 5 or 6 forums this week of local news. Does anyone have a home to rent? Really cheap, really massive, with a garden, ample parking, near a bus run? Let us know, because apparently looking on the forums like the rest of us is just too much hard work. The next one, can anyone recommend a dentist? And the next one is, I can find an animal in distress. Does anyone know if the RSPCA will come out? Let's just answer these. Homes. If anyone knows they're keeping them to themselves, look for yourself, you lazy buggers. Also, if you're not from around here, don't move. Second of all, dentists. We have none. We have none. And if anyone is stupid enough to say, the practice on Castle Street's got them, they won't in half an hour. Telling you that now. And also, the RSPCA will only come out if you pay them £1 million to have a photo taken for the newspapers. Other than that, don't waste your credit and phone battery. That covers about 5 or 6 forums this week. There's no homes, there's no dentists, and the RSPCA are shit. There we go, 1 second. Morning from New South Wales in Australia. Morning, Lars. Give our love to Kels. I'm just on a bit of a rant. Now, this is a bit catty, but a woman has lost her engagement ring. It's been a couple of months now. She's posted a picture of it, and it's horrible, Mum. It's horrible. It's the ugliest ring I've ever seen. I can't imagine anyone liking it, which means it should be safe because no one's going to pick it up and keep it. I know that's really catty.
Yeah, so do you think she lost it for the insurance money to get a ring that she actually likes?
They wouldn't send her a check for a £5.
Okay.
Going to hell. But the best comment was, because she lost it about 9 months ago or something like that, best comment was somebody said, there's been a couple of houses built there since, at which point a metal detector said, where is it? I've got a metal detector. Well, unless he's got a fucking pneumatic drill. It might be lost. Sorry. I know, but it made me chuckle and I had to mention it, Reg. Ouch, that's cool. I know, I'm sorry. Every night I try to be as nice as possible. Lost, maybe she threw it away. Reg, ouch, that's cruel. I know. Lizzie put, I once rescued an RSPCA chap from a swan. Wow. I mean, everyone knows how to find a swan, but no one knows how to find an RSPCA chap.
No.
It's rarer than a black swan. Also, somebody posted that they'll come around the house and do manicures and pedicures. Which is nice, mani-pedis. Right. And the nails looked absolutely lovely. The toenails looked as though she'd painted them from 3 meters away. Splattered everywhere. And I'm thinking, you can see what I can see, right? That's a terrible job. Why would you use that as your advert? I have been, it's the heat. It's the heat, Mum. It's turned me bitchy.
I know, but perhaps she doesn't like doing toenails, but just offers it as a...
Does it like that?
Yeah.
You do them. Ed, he knows where the Swan is in Bampton. Yep, they do Tom's pies in there. Lauren, done it abstract. Do you know what? That's a new one. You walk into a pedicure place and go, I don't want French tips, but can you do an abstract? See if they just start painting your ankles. Give a swan malt loaf. It sticks to the beak and distracts them.
Oh my goodness me. That is
right.
So cruel.
So when you move to the countryside, what you need to take round with you is an emergency packet of Serene malt loaf. In case of swan attack.
Yeah.
Now, you know I like to find things for us to not do. What about a 3-day flamenco dancing retreat? I mean, with our arthritis, we'd be able to make the extra clickety noises.
Yeah, without the
castanets. We just use our arthritis.
Yeah, click, click, click.
So I thought, well, let's see, what sort of setup is it? Is it Noel's just put, I'm out. Oh, no, come with us for the flamenco retreat. Don't be such a spoiled sport. So I thought, is it a big hotel? What kind of place is it? It's glamping or tents. Bring your own tents. So you can spend the day flamencoizing and then go back and relax in a tent. You can rent a tent. They have some yurts as well, but they do have just bog standard tents. Now, in this heat, can you imagine waking up? Because that's how you wake up in a tent. That's right. The rules.
To do flamenco dancing, you need a hard floor. Otherwise,
Well,
it
you're not
doesn't
doing
go.
it in a tent. It'd be next to a building.
Well, you're not going to put a tent up in a car park, are you? It's got to be in a field.
No, but maybe there's a large building with a field next to it. And also, you can't do flamenco in a tent. You can't stand up properly. Can't do it like that.
No, but you can't do flamenco on the grass either.
It just sounds like. No, Lizzie's proud of her top tip. She's going to patent that for the malt loaf. By bitchiness, Noel says, "You're blaming the heat?" Yes, I am, bitch. Noel remembers our last family outing of mushroom picking where they forgot to take us somewhere where there were any mushrooms. And a guy told us that, hypothetically speaking, we'd find mushrooms for an hour. Lizzie just went to Spain. Did you do any flamenco? Reg, he's not able to come with us on the flamenco either. Couldn't last a minute. Dodgy ticker, my lovely. Well, because you get a pacemaker to go in rhythm with the with the castanets. Right, that's a different type of dancing in a field, says Loz. Would you like to stay a night in the tent and then flamenco for the rest of the day? Muddy puddles springs to mind. Yeah, wellies, flamenco, wellies, muddy puddles. There we go. Who wouldn't love to have a tent after that? No, Red just called me a bitch. I have. It's the heat. It's brought out the nasty side of me, Reg. I don't know what's happening. Loz is in. Right. I want you to turn around and tell Kels that you've booked a surprise flamenco retreat, but you're staying in a tent. And let me know what happens after she finished beating you. Right. And then, to show that I'm not just a pessimist, I am still following Big Cat Sightings Devon on Facebook in hopes of there being a big cat for us to go and find. There was a really big cat, but unfortunately it might have been just a really close-up picture of a domestic cat that looked kind of wild.
I've got a really big cat sitting next to me.
Wild? He's fucking livid.
Livid.
Loz is not that brave. Oh, chicken. Curious chicken.
Oh, curious chicken.
Yeah, curious chicken. Oh man, the heat has really come up. The thing is, because I put the aircon on my Wi-Fi modem, it means the aircon's not on me, and the heat. Oh, look at that! Just got told off, so had to remove. Calling me a bitch. You got told off calling me a bitch, I think. Yes. So that is the village update, which I think there was quite a hearty amount of. Oh God, I've got to fan myself. I keep forgetting to bring my Spanish fan with me. For the cab, I always forget this time of year that actually, they do work. It's brilliant. Moving on to the birthday section. So, okay, so we've got quite a few people. We've got Philip Little, who was the first ever person that donated to the Buy Lucy a Cup of Coffee Fund all those years ago. So thank you very much, darling. You'll always be close to my heart. Fellow truck driver, Charlotte Carter. We've got wonderful Amanda from the village. Happy birthday, darling girl. Comedian Stu Goldsmith. The lovely Kelly Healy, happy birthday, sweetheart. The wonderful comedian from Chicago, Dario Durham, and of course, happy birthday, and a repeated big love to our Ray, and of course, Ray the Lamb, happy birthday. So that was the birthday section. Yes, and got a comment. Ooh! You lovely ladies, have a great day. Loz out. Thank you very much for joining us at this ridiculous time in the morning. Loz, wrap up warm. It's freezing out there. If you're in Australia, not if you're here. Yes, so we've got, moving on to banners, TV and radio. Now, I'm still on The Mind of Mr. J.G. Reader, and he is a consulting psychoanalysis in the 1950s who shows insight on crimes, but he's got it's 50% gentle and 50% creepy, his voice, but because it's such a low range, it sends you to sleep. I'm still on episode 1 and this is my second week. I can't. He starts talking about the bank robbery and I am out. I have also signed up to the free library audiobook system, and I've listened to about 5 Hamish Macbeth, Women's Murder Club, and Agatha Raisin and Mrs. Bradley, and James Patterson. So I mean, but there's one. It's called First to Die, and the guy reading it has got such a voice like this. Couldn't do it. Tried listening to the first 10 minutes about 3 times, and I get distracted and think I don't like this, so I'm gonna have to return it. It's too male for me. I just can't. Like, how is he going to explain a scene? Say that again, Mum.
It can put you off if the voice isn't right. It just takes it away from the storyline because you're trying to concentrate on what they're saying and missing the whole essence of what they're saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm assuming, I haven't listened to it, but there's bound to be a scene where somebody is trying to sneak up on somebody else. How is he going to explain somebody being quiet?
Very, very difficultly.
He's walking over there. Because I was in France recently, I have now managed to finish watching the Transformers movies, all 97 of them. I googled the order, read it, got it mixed up, so I watched 1, 2, 3, 5, 4.
Brilliant.
I quite enjoyed the one with Anthony Hopkins and Marky Mark. And the little robot was voiced by the guy that's the butler in Downton Abbey. You know, married to that lovely lady.
Yeah, I know.
You know, the guy with the face and the name.
Something
The guy with the name.
Carter.
Yes. Mr. Jim.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Quite enjoyed that. Still watching Charmed. Watched a few more Lucifers, but it started getting a bit gruesome, and I was just about to go to sleep last night, so I stopped. And I have now watched half of the episode 1 of Lupin, and I think that we will enjoy it, so it'll go on the list for us to watch. But I thought I'd give it a try and see what happens. It's a bit slow, but you know, after some of the crap you've been watching, I think you'll find it fast paced.
Well, I would imagine I will.
And considering you turned your nose up at Ragnarok, I think it sounds a lot better than the crap you've been watching.
Oh, that Ragnarok, Lucy, was
No.
absolutely
Compared to the way you've described
horrendous.
Spiral, I would rather watch the speedy car race that is Ragnarok.
No, I didn't like Ragnarok. There's nothing I can do. But are you going to ask me what I've been watching? Or
Yes,
have you-
but hang on. Can I interrupt very quickly to say, Mavanwi, good morning. The Lamb and I are watching. There we go. Ray is watching the show, and it is lovely to have Ray watching again. Thank you very much, Mavanwi. Your gesture will never be forgotten. What a beautiful girl she is. So, Mum, what have you been watching?
Right. So I finished all my German stuff. I finished Dark Woods. I think I did that. So I've watched Sherwood,
Right.
which is on the BBC.
All right.
That was enjoyable. It was
Okay.
it was up north and about a mining town where the
Right.
mine had closed, but the people that were in the strikes and going against the strikes, even though they lived in the same village, were still at each other's throats. But it was really good. If you looked, that was part and parcel. So I
Yeah.
enjoyed that. And then I thought, well, I keep seeing this program, Hinterland.
Right.
And I thought,
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
well, I thought it was German, right? And that's not being racist with the name, but I have read books.
This
like,
Hinter is very cold.
yeah, Fatherland was a brilliant book, and I thought, oh, maybe on the same line, but no, it's not. It's a police drama. One
Right.
of the most exciting police dramas I've seen for a long time. The scenery in it is mediocre, is the word I'm looking for, because it's filmed in and around Aberystwyth in North Wales, and everything is desolate. It really is depressing. And I think, but you've got to watch it and stay with it. But all the people in it are portrayed as if, I mean, the police detective has got a nice super duper new Volvo 4x4 thing.
Yeah.
Everybody else drives around in old battered Jeeps and stuff like that. And the wardrobe, I don't know where they got the clothes from the wardrobe department, because it's all the clothing looks to be about 25 or 30 years old.
That's Aberystwyth.
Yeah, I know. They probably just went to their best shop there. But it's in English,
Right.
but some of the cast speak Welsh. But
Right.
you know, I'm hot on subtitles. I can read them very quickly. So, but it also means if you've gone out of the room and you're listening and they speak Welsh, it means you've got to come back in and replay
Dim Shadow
it.
Cry.
No, not at all. Never had to. English mother, why would I? In all fairness.
And this is when Ray would come in with his Duolingo.
Yeah. And so I thought it was just 3 episodes, but no, I'm on series 2. But
Ooh.
the main character has got mental problems. Where every police drama I'm watching at the moment, the main detective has got mental problems where
they don't work well with others. Something happened in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, that Annika, we wanted to watch that Annika, but it was just too hard.
Yeah. So, I'll see when this ends, and then I'll go looking for something else.
Ooh.
There's got to be something out there.
Leaving no foreign murder unturned.
No.
I just saw this as well from Ed Smith. I'm off to make pretty patterns in the field. So I don't know whether or not that means he's going to do some more cutting, or whether or not he's going to go make some crop circles. Either way, let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
Reg, let's all offend the Welsh. Well, I mean, read the room.
you're only a
But
quarter.
it's not. It is difficult to offend the Welsh. I think they do have a very good sense of humour. Now the Cornish, on the other hand, they wouldn't know a joke if it punched them in the face. Only joking. Only joking. No, I'm not. Well, that brings our TV and radio section. I am really overheating here, ladies and gentlemen, and everything else. Right, so I want to say a big thank you for everyone watching in this heat. I want to thank Leona for tuning in for the last 10 minutes. Thanks, love.
Gosh,
No excuse.
yes, as if she didn't know it was on because you were speaking to her earlier on.
No, she probably has been watching, but her daughter's dyeing her hair again. So it popped up that Leona is watching the thing. So, Lizzie, what is the Welsh retro program called? Hinterland. No, which is Hinterland the Welsh one? Christine,
It's
question
the
to
only
you.
one I'm watching.
Right, then the show in Aberystwyth, is that Hinterland?
Yes.
Yes, there
Yes,
we
it
go.
is. Hinterland.
Yeah. Reg, yeah, the Welsh like a joke, like the Devon folk. Exactly. Devon audiences, best audiences. Yes, so it's Hinterland. Right, so I want to say a big thank you to obviously everybody that was able to sit and watch a program during this heat wave. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for another week of continued commenting and enjoyment. Honestly, I want a big thank you to Steve Jeffrey, who said because I start earlier, it's easier for him to watch. Thanks for that, Steve. Yes, big thank you to Sarah for letting me use pictures and videos of her chickens. A big thank you to Leona, to Lizzie, to Amanda, to all of the poddies, as always. And of course, Mavani, you get special mention of the week, bringing Ray into the world. Not personally, but I'm sure that you had a hand in it, literally. And a big and a big thank you as well to Ray, obviously sending love to Mary, to Chris and Peter, to Elizabeth and Mervyn. Yeah, thank you everybody so much. And Polly, if you're watching, I bought you some Bacardi, so you better be coming down soon. Woo. Yes, so yes, sending love to everybody. Thank you so much. Big love, of course, as well to my mother and to my brother. Oh, and I forgot to show this picture as well. This is what my mother does. This is the housework that my mum does each day. She irons the cat.
I would have liked to have done the ironing, but Kitty was exhausted, and where she was lying, the fan was directly on her.
So I will take this raised platform as mine.
Yeah.
So, big shout out is Reg as well. Thank you very much. Love you both from Lizzie. Love you both from Noel.
Love you.
Is there anyone that you would like to thank, Mum, whilst I bring the song up?
I'd like to say get well to my sister.
Oh, yes, as well. Big love to Auntie George, of course.
So,
and then
that's important.
And apparently in Tiverton, it's raining. Brilliant. Well done, Tim. Localized showers. But yes, everybody, big love to everyone. Stay safe. Keep washing your hands because the rates are going up. But of course, love you all, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next week. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, drink water.
Yeah. Remember to put on all the sun spray. Otherwise, you'll all be looking like lobsters on the beach.